In operations, generally what happens is, it is the politics which dictates what is to be done, and we have got to stay within those. And within that, there are times when the men are angry. They feel, "Saab, abhi karna hai," but we have to tell them, no. Hello, I am Colonel Raja. I have served in the Rajput Regiment. I was commissioned in 1974 and served in various parts of the country, including the insurgency and anti-terrorist areas. See, there are many anecdotes, many stories about our own troops. The thing which is historical for our battalion was in 1993, we were in operations in J&K, and we were able to capture about 15 top militants of the Huji group. And that was a big success, and we were able to capture a lot of arms and ammunition. That was one thing which is a very memorable thing for me, as well as our battalion officers and men. Our men basically hail from Haryana, Rajasthan, Western UP and MP. And the companies are caste based. Each company has a pure caste. We had Brahmins, Gujars and Rajputs. The reason for the companies being such is gives you cohesion, it gives you a feeling of oneness. When a new soldier joins the battalion, he sees his own people and feels comfortable and merges into the unit very fast. Secondly, it also gives the feeling of esprit de corps, that we all are from one community and we are fighting for the nation.
सब आज्ञाओं को मानूंगा और उनका पालन करूंगा चाहे इसमें मुझे अपना जीवन भी बलिदान करना पड़े.
We pass through a lot of incidents in our life. Each one has its own lessons. In operations, generally what happens is, it is the politics which dictates what is to be done, and we have got to stay within those. And within that, there are times when the men are angry. They feel, "Saab, abhi karna hai," but we have to tell them, no. We have to keep calm and keep them cool so that they don't react. Especially troops from North India, they react very fast. So we have to ensure that they are under control, and we tell them the situations. Unlike if you have just seen the Sindoor, Op Sindoor, there was a complete free hand given to the armed forces. Do this, this is what we want. When such orders are given, it's easier for anyone to fight a battle or conduct an operation. So there are anecdotes. Now, in our own battalion, we had an incident where we had just got into the valley and one of our JCO got killed. The men were very upset. But fortunately, we were able to get all the militants who were involved in it. So it was a great occasion. The men felt happy. Okay, at least we took the revenge. So these incidents, I can go on for days. But these are some of the things which unite the armed forces. Each unit, we are very united, we are closely knit, we are very conservative in our own approach. And it depends from troops to troops. So invariably what happens is, when an officer joins the army, he goes into the infantry or the artillery or the armored corps. These are the fighting arms. There, the troops are class-based. He merges into them, and a stage comes where one doesn't know whether he is from that community or from a different community. Like in my own case, my wife always thought I was from Haryana till we got married.
The Indian Army has in the past, under the British, fought for honor, for izzat, but now We fight for India. We fight for our self-preservation.
See, I'm a sixth generation army man. My father retired. He had taught me a lot. I was born in a military hospital. Then I studied in Bangalore Military School. So I was molded for the armed forces from birth. Then after I left my school, I joined college and then decided let's join the army and join the short service. And got commissioned in 1974. So for me to getting into the army and merging in was not very difficult because I was born and brought up. We had army officers as our principals in school. We were NCC cadets. So we had mingled with the armed forces as students in college as well as school. So for me, there was nothing new when I joined the army. I was able to merge into it. Second thing is that the army, what happens in the armed forces, we are a professional force. Each man has a task to do. It's a machine. Even if one part is not functioning, the machine will face problems. So every man has to do his job the way he's been told to do. For example, if let's say we are going into an attack, each man knows what he has to do. Each man who's holding his weapon, the LMG chap knows he has to give you support fire. The mortar fellow knows he has to give you support fire. And the chain of command is very clear. Up from top to bottom, CO to company commander, to platoon commander, to section commander. So each one is briefed correctly and every man knows exactly what the scenario is. In the earlier days, we didn't have to tell them. They believed us and did it. But today, troops are educated. When we are doing something, we explain to them why we are doing this so that they know that what is expected of them. So this is the greatest thing. And second thing, today technology is advanced so far, so fast. Every day things are changing. So when I went back to my battalion last year, I realized the men all know how to operate a computer because most of the weapon systems are electronic today. And they have really developed. And that is one major change I realized ever since I retired, that our men are more educated, more technically fit and capable.